You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube.
didn't do anything. Let's try that again.
Oh, good grief.
You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Okay, it worked that time. Welcome, everyone, to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
And it is our final episode before Christmas. I cannot believe it's just 7 days away. I mean, here we are. It is 7 days to Christmas. It's just the way it is.
I know.
You know, it seems to have come very quickly. It should have seemed that way.
Super fast.
But of course, we've been preparing since mid-September for this time of year. Welcome, everyone. I'm so glad that you're all here with us. We have a fun show scheduled tonight, and we want to get right into it. We're going to try and keep it, within our normal time frame, but we'll do our best at keeping to our word on that one. So why don't we go ahead and get started by seeing where Chatty is tonight. And there he is. He's in his home on the nostalgia tree. Chatty is home for the rest of the season. Of course, we like our lights and everything, but yeah, he's there.
He's not traveling anywhere, huh?
He's not visiting anywhere else. And yes, Donna, yay, Chatty.
He's had quite the adventure this season.
Oh, yeah, very much so. We actually had quite an adventurous weekend, too, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Why don't we go ahead and jump right into it? I'm going to go ahead and mix. Well, Sherry, you had one of these over the weekend. It's going to be our Christmas-inspired cocktail for the evening, so let's give it a shot. And as always, this cocktail is sponsored by Cruising for Food. Thank you, Wanda, for the wonderful little shaker that we have so that we can make these drinks. Now, this is an eggnog white Russian. I made some over the weekend.
Oh my God, they're so good.
They were very good.
Yeah. Sherry had one, Doug had one, I had one, and our visitor here at the villa over the weekend also had one as well. Of course, those of you that caught our live streams, our little surprise streams, know Richard, the Orlando guy, was visiting this past weekend. So, then you're,
There's a note in here from Alex that says, Memphis, go poop already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't find that funny.
That makes sense. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I am making this in just
Are you shaking it, or are you...
No, I am going to shake it.
Oh, why are you not just mixing and stirring it?
No.
Is that what you did?
Yes, this is how I made it.
I thought the one we got the eggnog all frothy and we poured it on top.
Yeah, what you do...
But I thought we poured it on top. We didn't mix it.
We do pour it on top. Hold on. Let me go ahead and...
This is not the one we created, but this is very good.
No, this is how I did it on Saturday.
I know, but the first one we made, we frothed up the egg and then we poured it.
Yeah, we did. We did.
But why are you not doing that? You're shaking it.
I don't have a mixing glass. I don't have a little shot glass. So one thing I'm missing.
Oh, God. I'll be right back.
Okay, Ben, while Doug is getting the measuring glass, why don't you go ahead and get started? Tell us what's going on there. What are you drinking?
We're doing a repeat of last week's sparkling wine. I bought 2 bottles of Christmas Asti, hoping that we'd be able to have one during the Taste of Cost Plus World Market, as well as one the week before Christmas. So I'm just prepping Sherry here for pop of the cork.
I hate that.
It's just a cork
And I went and bought 4 bottles to take with us to.
to family Christmas
Yeah.
at Megan's.
Richard says he's flying back tonight for that nog.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Normally you have a dusting of cinnamon and nutmeg. I'm foregoing that tonight because there's only so much room I have here on my side table, and it's already full. So let's go ahead and get started with the coffee liqueur. In this case, we're using Mr. Black from Australia. Mr. Black coffee liqueur. Usually you can use something like Kahlua, but
Kahlua has rum in it.
Kahlua does have rum in it, and this particular liqueur is delicious. We found that to be true all around.
Yeah, we're getting very skimpy on that too.
I know, but that's because of this cocktail that we had over this weekend. 2 ounces go right into the shaker of
Was
this
this for
coffee
one
liqueur.
drink?
For one drink, yes. That's how it was. Okay, so 2 ounces of coffee liqueur, if you could take that, and the cap. Thank you. And to that you add an ounce of vodka. And the vodka that I use is just standard stuff from Costco, so it's very simple. Very easy. Okay, and this is just an ounce of the vodka. And in the shaker it goes.
Sherry?
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Doug. And then it's a splash of vanilla extract. It calls for a 1/4 ounce, but it's equivalent to just a splash. So I'm just going to pour just a dab.
You're going to put half an ounce.
No, it was just a splash. To that, I put the shaker on top. Make sure it's sealed. And here it is. I'm going to just shake it up.
Gene, that's a shame.
Oh.
We've got large sections of wine and booze at Costco here in California.
Yeah, it's a very large section. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this portion into my glass.
Okay, Jim.
And then you take just a standard grocery store eggnog. Just in time for the nog. Indeed, Jim. So I add to this 2 ounces and I just pour it on top and then stir it in. That's 1 and 2.
Don't you put that all in the shaker?
No,
Oh.
I did not.
Why didn't you? I thought this all goes in the shaker.
No.
Here, give me that. And the vanilla.
I didn't want to add air to the eggnog.
Vanilla.
Thank you. So, I take it and I just stir it up. Ends up looking like a mocha. Which makes sense because it's cream with coffee. In this case,
Yeah.
eggnog. And here we have it, an eggnog White Russian.
They were really good.
It's that hint of vanilla that really helps. It's a nice touch.
Go ahead. I actually made Tom a buttered toffee tonight. And it's 1 ounce of Kahlua, 1 ounce of Irish cream, 1 ounce of 1 ounce of Bailey's, 1 ounce of Kahlua, and 1 ounce of amaretto with 3 ounces of half and half.
Did you like it?
Yeah. I didn't have Kahlua, so he got my special coffee rum.
Oh, okay. Living
Which
La
I'm
Vida.
very
Thank you, Donna. Okay, I have alcohol ready to go, so I think I'm ready to go ahead and get started with what is going to be a truncated Hallmark movies review. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. Yeah. 6 movies. Six
That's
movies.
right.
John.
But that's because we didn't review any movies last week.
That's right. We did. We reviewed no movies last week because we did the
The
fun,
Taste of World Market.
the fun and memorable taste of Cost Plus World Market. So if you have not checked that out, please do so. We had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, 6 movies we're gonna get to. Let's go ahead and get started with the first one, Magic in Mistletoe. This was a real quick one starring one of our favorites, Paul Campbell. He was a recluse author and said that Christmas was a sham. It was just a commercial sham for people to make money. I liked this one.
It was middle of the road. More about,
That's what
more about dead parents. I'm tired of that. Go on.
Sherry, what did you think of it?
It was okay. I mean,
Yeah.
it was entertaining.
Okay. You see, for me, I enjoyed it, but then again, I like Paul Campbell.
Oh, he's phenomenal, but it was just not that good.
He did very. I thought he did. I think he did a great job.
He did
great
good, but it
job.
was just not. It wasn't.
Okay.
Eh.
The next film that week, this was a week ago. The second film on Saturday night, that was Christmas on Cherry Lane. This was an interesting concept film. It spans the distance of Hallmark keepsake ornaments. The first segment was from 1973, then 1999, then 2023. They all lived in the same house at 7 Cherry Lane. So it was various people living in the same house at various times in history. So, Ben, what did you think?
I gave it a full 10. It was just the way they were able to interweave all of the stories over the years. And I don't know. It was heartfelt. It was funny. It was poignant. It had everything in it. And generally when they do films where there are multiple stories going on at the same time, they have a difficult time keeping them in check and keeping everyone abreast of each storyline, but they did a really good job. The producers and writers did a great job with this movie, and I can't speak highly enough about it.
I did not have trouble following the storyline, but
No.
apparently that was a major complaint online for a lot of people commenting on the film saying I couldn't follow it, did not know what was happening when and with who. So
Really?
yeah, I don't know why, because it was pretty straightforward.
It was perfection.
Yeah.
I mean, it was one of the best, if not, I have to buy it. I thought it was one of the best Hallmark movies ever. I mean, it's up there in my top 10.
And
It is so good.
if you were to read the reviews, this next film that came on Sunday night, Round and Round, was a venture into Hanukkah. This woman wakes up the morning after the seventh night of Hanukkah to find it's going to be the seventh night of Hanukkah. This was Hallmark's take on Groundhog Day. And it was a matter of her taking 7 nights that were repeated for the 7th night to get love right. A lot of people really liked this one. I thought it was just so-so. Ben, what about you?
I was entertained. I completely suspended reality just to really enjoy the story, and I liked it.
Sherry,
I liked it.
It was. I watched that one too. It was okay. I mean, I wasn't real fond of it, but
It was middle of the road.
I
It was-
liked that she focused on a bunch of nerds to help her, and that
that was nice. I liked that.
Probably only got it to middle of a road for me because that was slightly entertaining.
Yeah.
It was one of not my favorite Jewish movies. It was.
See, Ben, I told you, greetings from Flagstaff. That's Will.
It's a really.
Hello,
It was a very undercooked latke. It was just not a good movie. It's the one when you take it, you just throw it away afterwards. It's unedible. It's an unedible latke movie.
oh, Doug.
But Paul's right. All the movies for this past 2 weeks, middle of the ground for him, 2 to 4 Ben burritos out of 5. Fourth film of it was The Secret Gift of Christmas. I did not expect much from this. I saw the previews of it. A personal shopper taking care of a single dad. I thought, Okay, here we go again.
Oh, God, another dead parent.
But you know
movie.
what? This one turned out to be really entertaining. I was far more entertained than I expected to be.
Yeah,
So
I kind of...
we gave that one, what was this, 7?
No. We just,
6? No, it was a 6.
It was a 6.
We gave it a 6
little bit more
gold. We
above
gave
the
it
road.
6 gold crowns.
Yeah, it wasn't like... It was a little bit more of the middle of the road. Not spectacular, but it was pretty good. It was pretty creative.
Now, Ben, Sherry, what did you think?
I liked it.
I liked it too. I thought it was a fun watch, and just good way of spending a nice Christmas evening.
Yeah.
For me, I knew I had recognized the female lead in that film. I couldn't place her until I looked at her IMDb, and it's the same actress that played Red Riding Hood in the show Once Upon a Time on ABC. So,
I know her from Chesapeake Shores.
yeah, she was in that one. She did 55 episodes of that show. So, yeah, it was there for quite a bit. Okay, then we had on Sunday night, Sealed with a List.
Saturday night.
Oh, sorry, Saturday night. Sealed with a List. This is a woman who vowed to her best friend that she would write resolutions and take care of them all year long. And then a year passed, and then finally at the end of November, she ran across this list and realized she hadn't done anything, found out the friend who she promised was coming back from Italy, where she was training to be a sommelier. So, Ben, what did you think of it?
I liked it.
I thought it was really entertaining. I really wanted to hate it at the very beginning of the movie, but the more I got into it, and it was an enjoyable watch.
Yeah, I
give
thought
it 7.
I personally
give it
thought
7 too.
the potential of the entitled young white baby-faced Nepo baby, I guess you would call it, because he got the job at the company where she had worked all this time, and she thought she would be the person in line to take the job, and then she was there to train the guy's son, who was this Nepo baby, the trust fund baby.
Yeah,
Which never ever happens.
Yeah, but the thing is that there was the potential for it to be an absolute awful experience, but he endeared himself to everyone. He turned out to be very likable, so which is rare.
Yeah, he was. I wasn't expecting him to be that likable either.
Yeah.
So we gave this one what, Doug?
a 7.
We gave this one a 7. That's
Just
right.
a good solid 7, but under an 8. But
Yeah.
it was pretty good.
Yeah. Now, unfortunately, they finished the official Countdown to Christmas with the film from last night, and that was called Friends and Family Christmas. Now, I must say, they stretched hard to get the name of this movie by waiting until the last line of the movie to say, oh, yeah, you know what? That's what we're going to call it. This one I found to be dull.
I haven't seen it.
Boring. Subject matter had been totally predictable. You know, it's
a Valentine
it's been
movie.
done. Yeah, it could have been Valentine's Day.
It's horrible. I gagged the whole time. I almost was ready to drink toxic toilet water because it was so bad. I was wanting to burn myself. It was horrible. It was
it was just a boring movie.
That's why it was horrible.
No, it wasn't. It was not an awful film. The problem is, it wasn't good.
It wasn't good. It was like, it was just so bad. I mean, I was on negative crowns. I kind of gave it 1 just out of pity because the Under the Christmas Sky, that was 2, and the only one that was worse than this was Letters to Santa Claus.
Letters to Santa was
that got no crowns. That was
for us the dog of the.
That was the worst one of it all. This one was a runner up of being horrible, like Letters to Santa. It was right there.
Did you see what's going to premiere on the Hallmark Channel, which is a crossover from Movies and Mysteries?
I did. Friday night, they're going to be running Mystery on Mistletoe Lane.
I tell you, everybody has to watch that movie. It's delightful.
We will be watching it, definitely.
It was produced for the sister channel Movies and Mysteries, but because Friends and Family Christmas was the last official Countdown to Christmas movie on the Hallmark Channel movie slate. They're doing this one from Hallmark Movies and Mysteries to capture an audience on Christmas weekend.
And they're also doing one on Christmas Eve about a guide dog. So I'm interested in seeing that
They
one
had
as
that
well.
one earlier too.
Yeah, that ran on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries as well. So we're looking forward to seeing those two.
You
Now,
have to. They're both good.
The thing
is it good because it's a good movie, or is it good because there's a dog in it?
No, it's good because it's a good movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
there's one character that I loved to hate. The whole movie. I loved to hate him.
Now, keep in mind, we will not be on live next Monday night because it is Christmas night.
If they had their way, they would still go on live.
No.
You would.
No.
Yes, you would.
No. We decided no,
Christmas.
it's Christmas night. This is a time for family. So we're going to be spending time together. Anyway, so we will be on January 1st, but that's going to be a retrospective show of the last year, some of our best moments. So you're not going to want to miss that on January 1st, 2024. But Hallmark, it's interesting.
When are they kicking off their new movies?
When don't they start New Year, new movies? It's coming starting Saturday, January 6th, and we'll be there to watch those movies. We watch them, so you don't have to unless you really want to.
Is Canada going to be saving the New Year's just like Canada saved Hallmark Christmas?
I'm sure that the W Network will be running those as well.
No, Canada. The country of Canada saved Hallmark's Christmas.
Oh, that's
because all the stuff was filmed in Canada because of the strike.
Yeah. Well, that goes without saying. They
so
usually film in Canada anyway.
Hallmark's Christmas.
They usually film in Canada anyways. But all new movies starting in January. Fortunately, it's not another trilogy of The Wedding Veil. So.
Oh, thank goodness.
They'll milk that.
Yeah.
No, we don't know yet.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. They might start dumping all that stuff after Christmas. They might show us.
In January, it's not that one. You know what, Paul? You're right. We did not do a watch party for the Christmas season at all. None of the films.
It was done intentionally.
Yes. And Daniela says, yes, they will.
Yes.
Wedding Veil is coming, just not in January.
It'll be the Wedding Veil 32. You know, they're going to milk that cow for its last infinite.
But we'll be here again January 1st for our retro show. And then for January 8th, we'll start reviewing the new movies from Hallmark. So you'll see this segment once again on January 8th, 2024 here on PTV Live. Okay, everyone. We're going to take a quick break. I've got a couple things to clean up here, and then we'll keep going with the show. Go ahead and watch these little quick break, little things here that we have for you. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. We'll be right back.
The Dolly Madison Gem Cutter is about to create Dolly Madison Gems. 6 gems in a package. Powdered sugar, crunch, or chocolate. They're a bite of great donut taste. Dolly Madison Gem Donuts. The neat-to-eat treat in a neat-to-eat size.
You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube.
Merry, Merry Christmas from your Kmart Christmas store. Save on sweaters and on hats, bowling balls and baseball bats.
Cameras, TVs, bikes and plants, goldfish, fat boy slippers, pants.
Mirrors, dresses, perfume, socks, toasters, roasters, robes and clocks. Candy, records, films and toys at Santa Land for girls and boys. Christmas smiles light every face at Kmart's Christmas saving place.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
Okay, so welcome back. Trader Joe's. Nothing necessarily new that we bought that was new to Trader Joe's, but it was definitely new to us. When Richard was here over the weekend, we took him on a little shopping spree on Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And he bought various things at the store. One of them was this wonderful little snack thing called Step Up to the Snack Bar. And it's filled with lots of little yummies. But one of the other things that I had never seen before, and it caught Richard's eye, was something called Fruz balls. Yeah.
Arnie, present yourself. I want to get a closer look at this packaging.
Okay, you can get that.
And what are these?
What are Fruz balls?
Yeah.
These ones are caramel chocolate peanut butter. And that's what they look like. It's just a candy.
Got a lot of candy.
Yeah. Yeah. Got a lot of candy.
You better eat that because now you have coconut all over your pants.
I do not have coconut all over my pants.
We're going to get ants.
They're going to come and carry your trees away
They
while
are.
you're gone.
I had not had one, and it's like almost cakey inside.
I'll have it later. I can't taste anything.
Okay. Pretty good.
I'm a little funky right now, everybody, so I'm kind of
That's pretty good. But yeah.
But it is a cold. Make sure they know it's not COVID.
Yeah, this is a nasal congestion cold. I got all of it all done.
When you
It's not
say
anything.
You can't taste anything. People hear you and they're going, ah.
No. I can taste. I can't smell it. So that's the part. So I could taste things.
Well, he can't smell because he's congested.
Yeah, I'm congested. It's a weird cold allergy thing. I'm just all...
Neti pot, I tell you.
No, I'm not congested in that way.
Coconut on the pants brings in the ants. Thank you, Mar.
Yep.
Oh, it looks like Benji's sick too. So, Benji, hope you're
It's
feeling
just
better.
a weird, doctorly kind of... It's just I'm congested.
Okay.
Do you have anything to say for it?
Mucinex. There's nothing you could do about it.
Okay.
You have to rest, drink tons of water. That's why I'm sans alcohol and anything super sweet.
Paul.
That's our medical segment time. Yeah, indeed. Okay.
I mean, it's just very simple.
Yeah.
Well,
I think I got around mold. That had to be it. And then some kind of bug irritated me. Because I think it was something.
Yeah.
You know what my suggestion would be? Going and getting some hot and sour soup from a Chinese restaurant.
I was thinking about having soup.
Not a bad idea.
But I had
Get some-
top night.
Hot and sour soup. is very good.
Cauliflower.
Yeah.
No,
hot-
So, well, this is going to be our last show before Christmas. So let's go ahead and visit with Hallmark's 50th anniversary one last time before Christmas. I mean, I I think we have all the ornaments on that montage.
Oh, we pretty much have everything.
About 50 years.
Pretty
2021
much have
was the
everything.
focus of this year from Hallmark's Facebook page for 50th Fridays. And here is what they had. You recognize that one, Ben?
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about it.
I think I have that
Yeah,
one.
stocking stuffers. That was the first in its collecting edition. They've done 3 so far, but that first year they did that one as well as a variation in colors of the exact same ornament, and I have both.
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm addicted. I have a problem.
Yeah. Donna says, I have that
Yeah.
one too.
I'm Ben.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben. Okay. Well, I have one more thing to show you here at this end regarding another one of our little staples for this Christmas season. Let's taste something. Okay. So Richard requested when he came for a visit that he wanted Doug's Bûche de Noël or Yule log. So that is what we have here.
What we made.
Let me go ahead and show you a little bit of the process here. I took some pictures. What you have to do is you got to make sure that you've got a nice, what was it, a genoise.
Well, it's chocolate. It's a chocolate thin cake.
It's like
It's
a
been warm.
sponge.
But it's a sponge
It's like
cake.
Spongy cake that's very
Yeah.
flexible.
It's got a lot of air in it too. So it's really whipped up. You don't pound this one down to get rid of the bubbles. You want those air bubbles so that it's got as much lift as possible. Then you roll it, fill it with filling, and then Doug took some of that filling and actually iced the log first.
It's a mascarpone and whipped cream.
Ah.
Thing is very decadent and rich. It's
Yeah.
so
It
amazing.
is so good.
Then he took a ganache and put that on, and I took a fork and made it look like a log. And it's just a giant ho-ho when you take a look at it inside. It's fantastic. If you've never had a Bûche de Noël, I highly recommend it. And there we go inside after it's been sliced open. And I have a piece of it right here. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it
I've
was
got
Is
one.
hork
so
your
good.
down that you guys took home? Is a hork down?
Not yet. There's still one piece. Question for you, Doug. Do you roll it warm and let it set and then cool it and unroll it and roll it back up?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you lay it down for rolling up, you got to make sure it's dusted with either cocoa powder or some recipes,
kind of-
depending on it, call for just powdered sugar. But this one called for cocoa powder. But
Okay.
And you put that on when?
I'm sorry.
You put the cocoa powder on when?
Oh, on a sheet of parchment paper before you flip the cake over,
Then you,
Got it. Okay.
and then you roll it up
and
and you let it
See,
cool.
I've never tried it just because I'm afraid I'll crack it. And
Yeah.
Well, if you don't,
Sherry,
you need multiple hands. You need to work it, and sometimes you need to flip it and put it down, and it can make a huge mess.
Now,
yeah, that's never happening in this house.
I may try.
But I'm not going to be there to help you.
I'll do it by myself.
Oh my gosh.
I misled Doug on the container of mascarpone
I thought it was
cheese
8
in it.
inches.
He thought it was 8 ounces. It was actually 16 ounces. And he was ready to start dumping the whole thing into the filling. I said, oh, not the whole thing. And so
It didn't screw it up.
it did not. As a matter of fact,
I think it was better.
it made it even more yummy with 12 ounces.
12
of it.
ounces of mascarpone.
So I think we're changing the recipe now. It'll always be 12 ounces of mascarpone in that filling. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it was-
it's definitely,
so good.
this is something that's very, very yummy. And if you've not
Go ahead.
had one before, I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Don't buy a store-bought one. It just is gross. It won't taste like anything.
Try making it. So, okay.
While Arnie and Doug had their bûche de Noël, Sherry was very busy in the kitchen this afternoon making some Christmas cookies.
This afternoon, 21 dozen to be precise.
Oh, that's a lot of cookies.
And I'll be making more tomorrow.
But we have here, we have chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, and caramel cookies, which caramel cookies are my particular favorite. I had one when I walked in the house this afternoon after work, and I told Sherry, it finally tastes like Christmas.
Sherry sounds like the little red hen. I'll do it myself.
These are so good. I love these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple it with the sparkling wine. Oh my gosh.
And then tomorrow I'll do thumbprint cookies.
I'm going to be tipsy and hepped up on sugar.
Molasses.
Sherry, what do you have for the thumbprint for inside?
I have Knott's Berry Farm boysenberry jam.
Perfect. That sounds wonderful. Oh, that's wonderful. I can't wait. Well, why don't we go ahead and take another quick break and we'll get going.
Paul, I never had your address, so sorry.
Sounds good. Did you lose my address? Well, I'll tell you. That's good. Oh, Alex, I'm done with Bûche de Noël. I used to make 300 of those individual. I used white chocolate mixed with food coloring to decorate a holly on top. Alex, that as a pastry chef, Alex, by the way, is a trained pastry chef. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. And but I must say, it's fun to make it once a year. I like it. Okay, why don't we go ahead and take another quick break? We'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
McDonald's gift certificates. Each is worth 50 cents at McDonald's, and a book of 10 costs only $5. Something special for someone special.
At McDonald's.
The 2023 limited edition Orlando Guy mug is here just in time for the holidays. It's a fun way to enjoy your morning brew with this whimsical collector's edition mug. Get yours while you can at theorlandoguy.com.
And now another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. If you're like us, most years you will reuse decorations in the same places throughout your home. When we put up garlands, we will tie them in place with floral wire. We actually have pieces of floral wire stapled in place to make it easy every year to put our garlands in place. Doug refers to this as his Dr. Seuss wires. They look similar to the wires left on the wall by the Grinch in How the Grinch Stole Christmas. When we're done with garlands for the year, we simply keep the wires in place, just folding them back so that they are not seen. This simple trick makes it fast and easy to put up our garlands each year. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa.
Christmas is a time for closeness, and closeness is what Norelco razors are all about. The shiny new silver rotary razors in cord and rechargeable models with 36 blades, 9 closeness settings, and no gotchas. And the Ladybugs, the ladies' razors that really work. And the Ladybug Salon, a ladybug razor plus 11 grooming attachments. Norelco, even our name says Merry Christmas.
Okay. Let's do a quick so this happened because there's we want to keep going on with the show. We want to get to Sherry's craft tonight. So tell you what, Ben, tell us about the super colossal lights and display contest.
I saw a place here in the East Bay a couple of weeks ago, and this is where I saw it, and it was featured on one of those light contest television shows, and I followed the searchlights like Linus and Charlie Brown did when they were chasing down the Christmas tree lot, which you never see searchlights anymore. But I came across this.
Oh my gosh, it's just gaudy and insane.
It's so stupid. That is the most stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I get it. I understand they want to show lights, but man, that's gaudy.
That is not even cool.
There was no theme to it, but when you were in there, it was pure magic. I mean, it was just, there were lights and decorations everywhere, and it was really fun to be in that environment.
It's cluttered crap. There's no theme. It's not Chris. It's just
down in
Newark.
Do they have a separate electric sub panel for this?
I mean, it's like they just vomited Christmas everywhere. It's like, oh, let's buy all the leftover Home Depot and Lowe's decorations and just cram them in. Come to our house and you'll see real design.
Oh my gosh, Benji's right. It's Homer Simpson's first webpage, but Christmas.
No, this is all about GeoCities and clip art and bad gifts. This is stupid.
Is that Squidward?
No design.
Wow.
I'm going to have a seizure.
I like the big oversized lights.
Yeah. That's a lot. That is really...
That's not cool. That's just cluttered and...
I mean,
I want cool. I don't want just vomit.
Kids just love that stuff, though.
Yeah. Oh, sure they do.
I mean...
Now, I could get behind if someone had the...
vomited Christmas.
They're right. They're right. Someone vomited Christmas in their front yard.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Let's celebrate. You're absolutely right.
That's gratuitous and just tacky.
So, yeah, that was the super colossal lights and display contest.
They didn't win, did they?
I don't know, but it doesn't come across really well on camera. But when you're there in person, you kind of get caught up in it.
You have to take seizure medication because it's not good at all. You want layout, theme, design, space, color, texture. You need all the right, not just... Let's just put crap out there because we can.
Now, we do know about vomiting up Christmas, though, because we have 34 and a half trees in our house. But we're all themed. Everything is themed. It's all in its place. So
it's just not gaudy and, it's hyper designed.
Richard, the Orlando guy, came for a visit and he saw the forest. He wanted to see the forest in person. And apparently, we
gave him a very authentic Hallmark Christmas.
Yeah. So we took him shopping with us.
I have a hosting hangover.
Richard was
the best food.
He was happy that we took him to the Frugal Hoosier. He loved that.
I thought that was like a surprise.
But we went to Trader Joe's. We went and grabbed In-N-Out. We had wonderful cooking that Doug had.
I loved it. It turned out to be amazing.
Yeah. Gaudy can be good, but tacky is another story.
Yeah, that's tacky on the
That's
degree.
Very good. Richard, thank you so much. He says the forest is all you could hope it to be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was fun.
Now we had 34 and a half trees. We're looking to do more next year. More on that as the year progresses next year.
But we're not going to do it because we can. If it's going to look good and it's going to fit within it, we'll do it. We're not just going to do it because.
And as part of...
It was a magical weekend. Ben and I had the chance to go out Saturday and spend some time with Richard and the guys, and it was a lot of fun. I finally got to meet him in person.
Yeah.
He wasn't Barrett Severa.
No, he's like one of my brothers.
Yep.
It really is. I mean,
we didn't leave the house for 2 days.
Yeah, I will say this. Sherry may think of him as a brother, but she didn't hit him like she hits her brother.
He didn't give me reason to. He almost did, though, when he said he wanted to take me to the craft store and buy me the bottle.
Oh, well,
every time.
Oh, the Moss Posh, yeah.
Yeah, nope, not going to do that.
Oh, and Richard's Ray says you have to try Doug's standing rib roast.
Actually, we had that as leftovers, Richard. We did. It was...
But it wasn't beef, it was pork.
It was pork. It was a pork.
It was a standing...
Go to the socials.
It was a rack of pork. And yes, the chili that we had on Saturday night was... It was really good.
I figured out why it was a little goes a long way. When you eat a can of chili, it's just... It's empty, right? It just, you could eat a can of chili. This, you barely can eat a half a cup. It's rich, it's hearty, and a little goes a long way. You can't eat a lot of it.
Much because I wanted to wait for the Bûche de Noël.
Yeah.
Yes. That was the dessert.
Just a half a cup of this because it's so rich. It has stew meat, it has sausage. It's so heavy. So you're like, oh, I can eat a lot of chili. Everybody had chili bloat. A little goes a long way. And we had corn muffins. And so you're like, oh, why did I eat all that? And then I shoved cake down everybody's throat.
Yeah, that got it, Doug.
Oh my God.
Chili bloat.
All the food we ate would give you gout. I mean, seriously rich food. It was so good.
we really enjoyed it. Doug, he started making Walt's chili as a base.
It's far from
Walt. Oh, it's far from Walt. It's I call it, but it's so...
Walt Disney loved chili, but his idea of chili is nothing by today's standards.
No, spices 70 years ago was not spices today, and when you look at it, it was chili in name. It wasn't the real thing. So I just made it and I call it because it's inspired to call for it. But yeah, this was really good. It was smoky. It was tangy. It was beany. It was super beefy. It was good.
But you know what? Who is that that's...
Let's Celebrate TV.
Yeah. I'm diabetic as well. And I was very concerned for my sugars when I got home because I had a huge corn muffin and I had a nice size of the cake. But when I got home, I tested just to see before taking my medication, and I was only at 137.
Which was incredible.
You said 132.
No, what did I say?
You said 132.
Yeah, 132. 132 was, yeah.
Well, that's wonderful.
I mean, between the candy, the alcohol, the food, constantly.
Yeah.
We had three. I was making heavy breakfasts, eggs.
But that Bûche de Noël,
and
really,
my God, it was.
It is one of those
I'll
things
do it
that you
again.
want to try.
I loved it. It was.
You got to try it sometime. It's wonderful.
But this damn nasal thing.
One other thing that we had was PTV Jam. Now,
okay, everybody, get your list out.
All right.
Text us.
We had our sale last week at my office. And we sold almost all of it. However,
leftovers.
Let me present. We still have a dozen jars of our Lullaberry jam.
A Lullaberry is a hybrid of a blackberry married to a Marionberry and a Loganberry.
Yeah.
So it's a glorified blackberry.
We also have pomegranate jelly, but for this we only have 2 jars.
2 jars.
Wow.
So as much as 2 jars.
And we only have 2 jars left.
What's the difference between jam and jelly? Jam has chunks. Jelly is very liquid.
Yeah. It's just
the juice from the fruit.
It's just the juice
and
of
then
the fruit.
This is our... Let's see.
Apricot.
It's really hard to get it. It just doesn't work very well. The lighting is there. They're apricot. We call it, instead of apricot, it's apricot. It's an apricot habanero jam. And we only have 2 jars left of this.
It's more like a condiment. You can't have it on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
If you're interested in any of these flavors, get a hold of us through our social media, or you can send us an email, peppertreevilla.
I want them out of the house, people.
@gmail.com. or you can get a hold of us through our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And
we have tons of packet material. I want it out of the house. You guys can have it for Christmas. Biscuits.
$10 a jar plus shipping.
Yeah, $10. We'll talk about the shipping because I don't know
we'll
how
talk
much.
with you all about that when you get a hold of us. If you're interested in any of it, just let us know. And
you guys wanted us to know what we have left over. This is what we have.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're standing by our phones, so we're just waiting for it to ring.
So if anyone's interested,
feel like the
just let us know.
Telephone.
But just as a reminder,
I got an email.
7 days.
Oh, it's LinkedIn. Swipe. Pensies is having a sale.
Yes,
ends at midnight.
Yeah, but, so 7 days until Christmas, and yes,
standing by.
Richard got a hold of his sister.
So Texas got some.
She bought 10 jars, so we have to ship that out to her this week, so she can get it. But operators are standing by.
Thank you.
We're just the jam down for delivery after Christmas.
Yeah, your phone is like a chatting thing.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what happened this week. That Sherry.
How they can get hold of us?
Social media.
Socials.
Yes. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, or email. PTV mail order jam jelly.
Yes.
Indeed, Gene. Thank you so much.
Very, very addictive stuff. Every year we've been doing it 13 years now.
13 years now.
Granted, there was 2 years we didn't do anything, but there was a lot of reasons behind that.
And Mike Wheeler posting the socials that were. Thank you so much for doing that, Mike. Sherry,
I have
making a craft for
you.
You what?
I have a check for you. I have a check for you, by the way.
Oh,
remind me to give it to you
Good.
Saturday.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Delivered it yesterday.
Good.
Thank you
I
so
got a
much.
couple of things to show you.
Okay, let's do a little crafting with Sherry. Okay. Thank you so much, Donna, for posting that.
Okay. The first thing. What?
Richard says he got an Orlando guy ornament from Sherry.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
She's addicted to the sublimation.
Sublimation. And then he said, she got stone cold silence from me.
Far from it. Okay. I'm just going to show you a couple of things. One is a real quick trick for, let me get my package over here. Okay. You know how most people, when they wrap a package and then they want to put ribbon on it, they'll go like this. Well, let me put it the right side up first. They'll go like this. You turn it over.
And then
you twist it and bring it back up over the top.
On the other side.
On the other side and make the bow. But every time you do that, when you go to set the present down, it doesn't sit flat. It kind of wobbles around. Well, I just recently learned a hack, and it was like, oh, where has this been all my life? So let me show you what you do. Okay. You bring your ribbon over like this on the top. Let me pull a little bit more of this.
And that's where you do the
and then what you do is you bring it around on the top and bring it around the one long piece around the bottom. And then what you do is you take it and you bring it over where it's, where it's gathered there, bring that tail and put it underneath where you twisted it. If I can get it.
Sherry, Richard said, I offered to take Sherry to Michael's to buy her every flavor of Mod Podge, but she declined.
I know.
I did. So then you've got your knot here, and what you do is you just tie your bow.
So you tie the bow on top to conceal where the ribbon is twisted.
Yeah.
Yep.
You just have to make sure that you've cut enough ribbon in order to
Well,
show.
I had pre-measured this. You don't cut it until you know for sure.
Right.
And then you've got just a very simple ribbon with a bow.
There it is.
Like this. And the bottom
It's
looks
flat.
like this.
So the package lays flat on a flat surface.
Yep.
Fantastic.
We don't like lumpy bottoms. We don't like soggy bottoms. We want flat bottom.
Then you trim the tails. And of course, this one's for my granddaughter, so I'll just leave the bow on. But if you want to see the big screen, this is what it looks like.
And Sean's right. Measure twice, cut once.
Yep. And that's the back. It's nice and flat. There's no tying in it.
That's fantastic.
Okay. Craft. We are going to be making little angels out of paper. It's kind of hard to see because the color is almost the same as the tablecloth. But what you do is you take 3 circles, and it doesn't matter what size they are. I happened to, you guys are going to laugh. I took the lid off of my salt box to use as my
the salt container.
Yeah. So I just took it off it and used that to cut them out. And you draw circles on, draw the circles, cut them out. And then you take them and you fold them in half, all 3 of them. This one I already glued together.
Okay.
But then what you do is you take a 4-inch piece of pipe cleaner, and I'm using the gold.
What are you looking for? Your scissors?
4 inches of the gold pipe cleaner. Just cut it. Wrap it around your finger so it looks like almost like a candy cane. And then you take this and just wrap it around. And you're making the halo for this little angel.
Okay.
Then you need some string for the hanger. Or ribbon, whatever you have on hand. And I cut mine at 6 inches. Then get a wooden bead. And you're going to double up the ribbon for a loop. Going to put it in through the bottom of that. Then you're going to take your pipe cleaner and you're going to hold that loop, put the pipe cleaner down as well.
Do you glue everything in place?
Yeah.
See, again, with the hot glue.
And then I just bend back the pipe cleaner a little bit. And then what I do is I just put a little dollop of glue right in the end of that bead.
That's giving me anxiety right now.
Yeah, Ben, you are hot glue challenge.
I am. I'm the first to admit it.
So this is what it looks like so far. Then you take one of the half circle or the circles, put a little bit of glue right near the fold, and just put all of the, oh, I need some more up toward the top. And then just put all of this in there under the bead and fold it and hold it so that the glue sets up a little bit. Then take a little bit more glue, put it inside just to keep the paper together.
Yeah, Gene's telling you don't use the glue, Ben.
No.
Then you do the same thing with this other circle that you folded in half. Just put some glue on it. And glue it down so that it holds together. Then you're going to take the back side of the angel and you're going to position that other half circle under like this. So what you'll do is you'll just get some glue, more glue, Ben.
More glue. Dear Lord.
And then what I like to do, I like to make sure that when I do this, that this tip here gets nested right up underneath the head of the angel. And then,
because we are all concerned about that.
And then what I do is I just twist it so that it's straight on the point.
Okay.
Neil, you were right. Sherry is using cardstock that has music notes on it. So yeah, quarter notes and 8 notes are there.
Then the other half circle that I had cut out, I had already glued down in place. So then you just run a bead of glue down the center of that half circle and you glue it to the back of your angel.
Can you click the light down a little bit so that it's a little less bright?
Sure.
Ah, there we go.
Better?
Yes, a lot better. Thank you.
So that's what the back looks like. And then I like to doll them up. So I've got these little...
and who doesn't like a dolled up angel?
Well, that looks rather boring.
Yeah, add a little color to it. A splash of color would be nice.
So then what I'm doing is I'm putting just a little dot of glue here. And I have these jewels that are flat back, but they look like they've got sequins inside or glitter inside. And I'm putting one right there under her neck. And then you just fold down the halo and just kind of work it until it gets into the position where you want it. And you can either use it as a gift tag or an ornament. And any size circle you want. You can make them small, you can make them big, you can make them... This was a 3.5 inch circle.
Just remember, the bigger you make them, the more glue you have to use.
Indeed, that's true.
So that's my simple little craft for tonight. So that's my two angels.
Sherry, that's a very, very easy, approachable craft. Thank you.
The way I learned to make them originally was using pages from an old book.
I like that Neil said that it's in 3/4 time, which makes it a waltz angel.
Waltzing. Yep.
Yeah, Neil, get one of these. Okay. Sherry, thank you so much. That was great.
So that's what I have. That's the last Christmas craft for this year.
Okay. Ben, let's get this a little bit more light there. Oh, Donna's right. It's a Christmas waltz. That's right. Thank you, Donna.
Actually, that music was...
waltz. Now, Ben, this last week on your channel, or your show rather, you did a copper pots demo.
Yes. Doug
inherited the amount of pots.
Yeah, there are a lot of copper pots at the villa now.
I shoved it in the laundry room. I found one more.
Oh no!
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh! Do you
Yeah.
have room for it?
No, I'll make room. I'm
All
getting
right.
to the frying pan, so anybody wants a copper frying pan, you just have to pay for shipping. The thing
Well,
literally kill a human being.
last week's episode was showing everyone how Doug polishes their copper pots, but this coming Thursday, everyone's going to see the chili that we had for dinner this past Saturday night. Doug takes us on a little bit of a journey on how he makes his version of Walt's chili.
I have it written down, so I
It's,
gotta watch the video so I can write it down because it kind of came together an amalgamation of yumminess.
It's
I don't remember
definitely
that we did.
it's definitely a culinary adventure.
Yes.
Definitely.
But it was delicious.
It was really good.
It was really, really
I don't
good.
usually make my own food,
It was.
but I will toot toot my own horn because I generally am always critical about my own food. I'm like, it was good.
Good and Tama will go back to being just an egg after the Christmas season.
Just an egg. Wonderful. Okay,
Just a
well,
lazy egg.
this has been wonderful. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of this Monday night with us. We really appreciate that. Always nice. Oh,
Listen for me yelling expletives.
listen for me
Yeah,
yelling
I managed to
expletives.
edit around that, Richard.
I felt like a zoo animal. He was sitting on the couch staring at me. You know how you like stare at animals when you're at a zoo? He was sitting there the whole time for 2 days just watching us in the kitchen. So I felt like a zoo animal.
Yeah.
It was fun.
You are a zoo animal.
I am.
But next week,
And I'm going to fling my poo at you, too.
next week,
Yeah,
Christmas Day,
that's our brother.
in place of our live show, I will be posting a Yule log type video of a tour of the Christmas forest. So it'll be somewhere between 20-30 minutes with Christmas music in the background, and you can just play it in the background as you are opening gifts or celebrating a meal with your family or friends.
So you did a video on Facebook saying, a memory.
Yes.
Did you ever look at the top of the tree of that memory that was 7-8 years ago?
No, I did not.
Look at that, you remembered. Look at the very top.
Okay. I will.
Yeah.
Okay. I will.
Because I happened to
we
see
should
it,
be
and I'm like,
concerned about?
huh?
Is this something
Is it
I should be
something we-
concerned about?
No.
So you'll see a tour of the Christmas forest here at PTV next Monday. I will release that first thing in the morning so you can enjoy it while you are opening your gifts Christmas Day or having a meal with family or friends. So yeah, definitely that'll be happening. But on behalf of everyone here at PTV
Merry
Live,
Christmas, everybody.
I want to thank you all for your support this year. It means so much to us that you spend a little bit of every Monday night with us. We just love doing this. When we come back on January 1st, it will be a retrospective of 2023. So get ready for highlights when Doug says things like he just said.
I hope I'm in bed. Because we're going to be staying up the night before doing the 24-hour New Year thing with another channel.
We will be celebrating New Year's Eve with another channel. Their channel is called The Velveteen Lounge. So if you can look that up, and you'll find Velveteen Lounge on YouTube, and we will be celebrating on their channel with them.
Velveteen Lounge Kitchen.
Velveteen Lounge Kitchen. Follow them.
Yeah, and we will be on counting down the new year on the West Coast.
Oh, it's that cheap, Richard? I thought it was more. Starting at.
For the big people that start at $500 a night.
That's without food.
That's just for bathroom and
More
bed.
than $500 a night. I feel
Oh.
cheap. That makes me feel cheap. $500 a night,
But-
please.
But we will be back live on January 1st,
Thank you,
2024. And we hope to see you there. Everyone, thank you so much. And as I said before, on
Merry
behalf,
Christmas.
on
Thank
behalf
you.
of all of us here at PTV, thank you and Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year, everyone. I'm
Merry
Arnie,
Christmas.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
and as we all said, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Everyone, it's time for a revisit of a former Moment of Groovy that we've done in the past. It was from 2 years ago. It's also a tour, a bit of a tour of the Christmas forest, so check it out. Everyone, have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
Ciao.
Good night.
Good night.